Hello, welcome everybody. It's good to see you there. Sorry I took a little while grabbing a coffee just now. I do need to work on something stream related, a stream setup related with markers. I wanted to see if I could get markers working in Stream Deck. I have no idea if you can do that, but I would like the feature so that when I change scenes, it drops a marker. That would be really nice, because I have like you know, if the current scene is starting soon and then I click a button to go to this screen or any other screen, it would say stream started. And then if I click a different button to go to like the I'll BRB screen, then that should also say like started break. And then when I go back into another scene, it should say starting resuming stream or something like that. And that way, if I want to chop up the video so it's only the content where I'm actually talking and on screen and stuff like that for VOD purposes, we could do that. Anyway, something I've been thinking about doing. I'd like to try that out before we start diving into the game dev stuff. See what's available at the very least. BNU, it's great to see you. Killick, it's good to see you. Foamed, it's great to see you. And Storefwood, welcome in as well. Hope everybody's doing good today. My plan is to just jump in and do more animations. I actually do have to admit I did, instead of doing streaming last night for my gaming channel, I fell asleep. But I also decided, well, I might as well make the most of the time, and I did do a little bit more animation on the rat animation. I want to see what everybody thinks about the rat animation, and maybe we'll look at adding a frame or two more for the rat animations. Maybe several more frames, I don't know. At the moment, I think it looks okay, and I think you get the idea of what's going on with the animations. I think the character of the rat has, like, a lot of personality, which is cool. Hey there, Adrian. Good to see you. Welcome in. But yeah, first thing I want to do is just dive into that. Oh, hey, Refraction. I want to dive into that Refraction. No, good to see you, Refraction. I want to dive into that Stream Deck thing and just see if there's a possibility of doing what I want to do. So let's jump in over here and take a look at Stream Deck. Best check with the missus? Yeah. I got my coffee anyway. Once I've had that, maybe my brain will work a little better. Caffeine. We have council votes coming up soon for our region. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe I should run for council. These people just don't, most of them don't say anything useful. I don't know why they're doing it. they have very, like, yeah, their plans aren't great. I'm just gonna say their plans don't appear to be that great. Okay, let's just see if I can do an add a marker to Twitch, like Twitch tools, ban, change title, blah blah blah, clip. Stream marker, that's what I want. So I want to create a stream marker. So I have to link this to my Twitch channel, which in this case, it's going to be different than my other Twitch channel, right? So I actually use these stream markers for when I'm doing, like, I need title changes to happen when I, like, at certain points. So, like, if I'm doing a sponsored segment, I can press a button to change the stream title and category and stuff like that. So I want to do, let's see if we can link this. Okay, it's opened in another tab, which has identified the correct Twitch account, and it says that it can do basically anything to my... It can delete chat messages, send announcements, it can do everything, basically. Run commercials, it does everything. I'm going to click authorize. Hold on, registration in process. Huh. It seems to have failed on the local host. It's redirected to local host. Reload? I have to assume that this is, like, broken, right? Hello? Let me just try this. Refuse to connect. Validation failed. Try again. Link. So this is supposed to set up like a little web server or something, I think. Localhost web server, and it's not working. Let's see. Let's just delete that. Try again. Let's try send message, something simple. Try again. Link. Restart Stream Deck. Okay. Let's restart Stream Deck. She's gone. Stream Deck. Link. Hello? Link. Okay, that seems to have worked. Cool. And now I should be able to say like test. I guess channel is my channel. Hello world. And that's it, right? That's all I need to do. So now I press that button. Hey, it says hello world. Okay. Now, this is the tricky part. We want to create a stream marker, but we want to do it only when we're changing, say, from this scene to this scene. And I don't think there's if statements available in this tool. So it'll be kind of like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Are there if statements? Let's see. Multi-action. Execute multiple actions. Toggle between two multi-action. Oh my gosh. What if I just add stream markers by pressing the button to add a stream marker, and I just have to remember to press the button. And it just automatically tags the stream marker. That would be easy by comparison. But the thing is, if I press this button, this button, this button, this button, this button from here, like say I feel like starting the stream, but I want to go straight to the drawing mode, which is what this one represents, just in case you're wondering. So if I go from this scene to this scene, I want it to add a start stream marker, but I also want to, basically anytime I go from start to one of these 5 scenes, I want it to add the marker, but not if I'm going, like, and if I go from any of these 5 scenes to this one, then it should add a start break marker. And then if I go from this back to any of those 5, it should add an end break marker. And if I ever go to the ending marker, it should say end stream marker. Sorry, end scene, it should say end stream. The thing is, this is how it's done. So it has like one scene for start. That's the starting soon. That's the BRB, and this is the ending. And so I just turn on or off different things in the scene. I just have one scene. So if I was trying to add something to this, I could be like, this is the ending one, so I can add a marker. Let's see, where's the marker gone? I can drop this in here. End stream marker. Channel would be that. Description created by Barrader's Twitch tools. Wait, empty channel marker on your own channel. Only works when stream is live and store past broadcast is enabled on Twitch settings. Okay. The description is just going to be ending stream. So that one I can probably just do. Ending stream I can probably just do. Because like if I go to the ending scene, then I know I'm ending the stream. So that one's actually the easy one. Scene to have different markers and a marker to have different scenes. I don't even know. So basically, the marker needs to be like... What if I just have... See, I don't want every time I press one of these buttons, I don't want it to do a thing. Because this is not actually changing the scene, it's just changing visibility of items in the scene. So like the 5 actions in here are just like hiding and showing different parts, right? And making sure that we go to the correct scene. There's no like if state. There's no flow control, is there? There's no if statements. I don't see any if statements. Yeah. Does it have macros? I mean, that's essentially what this is. Technically, I could put in like markers just whenever I change scenes, but then there'll be too many markers. What if I just change? What if I just change this to a add marker button, and I just manually add markers when I change scenes? If I think it's like a time when I want to add a marker, and I just have it like the name will just be marker instead of like being descriptive. I'll just say mark my channel. Marking marker for mark purposes. Something like that. Alright. I guess that'll do. That's best I can do for now. The other way of dealing with this is I can maybe trigger an action in like Mix It Up or something like that. Which would probably... I can do if statements and stuff like that in Mix It Up. Or I could do it in OBS. Maybe there's a way to do it inside of OBS. And have the button just trigger an event in OBS when certain things happen or something like that. I don't know. I'd figure it out. This is obviously not perfect, but it'll do for now. I don't want to spend like an hour trying to figure this out. So maybe I'll try and figure the rest out online. At least I have a button for adding markers. So I can say like, I'll add a marker now for starting the stream, press the button, and you don't see it, but I should be able to see that there's a marker that has been added at some point. I don't see the marker counter increasing, so I don't know if it did work, but I'll see. We'll find out. I'll close this screen for now. We get on with it. Let's get on with it. So today, we're on day 32? Yeah, day 32 today. We're on day 32. We have to do this animation, which I've already done. I actually, like I said at the start of the stream, I actually already did that. So I think what I want to do is look at the extra T-Rex and the custom T-Rex grabbing animation for the specific purpose of grabbing the tape. Getting wet animation, yeah. The cat, one of the puzzle pieces for the cat is, get out of here, Figma. It's in here somewhere. I don't know. I can't see it anywhere. Here we go. Here we go. I found it. Animation. Cat gets wet and runs away to top a fence. So the cat is playing with some yarn. So I actually probably should have playing with yarn animation too. Idle / idle with yarn, let's say. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Get wet. Climb top of fence to get away from water. Grip. Maybe. Anyway, a little distracted by that. Let's see where were we? Right. Let's load up the tool. This is. I'll just show you the rat animations that we have at the moment. So we have nomming, which is great. Let's just do this so you can see it in context as well. So we have nomming animation. Munch, munch, munch. Dive into the bag. Get another snack. Look around. Sniff. Eat. Repeat. So that's great. Now, if the player comes along and says, I want to take something from that bag too, the rat looks at you and goes, ah, here's at you. Nah. And then goes back to its thing with its eating. Now, if the player uses the ball of yarn on the left side of the screen, it'll attract the cat across, and the cat will come in, play with the yarn a little bit, and it'll hang out for a little while before leaving. When that happens, when the cat jumps in that side of the screen, the rat will get scared and run away. And I think that's okay. I think that works for me. And then the cat will be gone. I mean, the rat will be gone. And then if the player comes now and tries to grab some food while the rat's hiding, or sometime after the cat has left, the rat will come back out. So either way, this animation will play. Come back. So it comes out, sniffs, and then runs up on top of the bag. Now, I could absolutely add like a frame or two here, but I actually like the quick action, the quick motion of this. And so it's very much just a smeared frame, like make the rat appear a lot longer. And stretching a few features and stuff like that as it climbs up there. So it's basically just 2 frames of movement for both of those. So if you actually look at like the runaway animation, we go from here to here, and then we have two frames to go into the hole, basically. And then it's just the tail disappearing into the hole and the dust settling. For this one, it's sniff, sniff, and then it's like 1, 2 frames. The 3rd frame, it's basically already in place, and then it'll just start sniffing. So what will happen if the player tries to get food? It'll play this animation and then immediately play the hissing animation, and then it'll get on with nomming again. So the rat is basically done. Like, the rat is done. We don't have to do anything else with the rat. The next step will be, like, having a drawing of a board that's been nailed over top of the hole, which is fine. That's no big deal. We won't have a custom animation for the player doing that either. It'll just be a thing that gets done. Yeah. So this scene's pretty much ready to go. We just need the cat animations later on when we start working on cat. But for now, I think we want to take a look at probably this one. Hey, Prince Goof, good to see ya. We're done with you, rat. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect emote set. Why is my stream preview dead? It happens sometimes. Twitch like is pretty consistent with its stream previews dying on me. I don't know why. I think it maybe is because I'm Australian. I don't know. All right. Let's go look at this one. Which I'm going to do similar to how I did this. So like obviously I can just turn off this layer and I can just capture the frames and like have it like sized appropriately for the animations. And then we just have to make sure we put them in the scene at the right place to play the animation out. So yeah, that's going to be no big deal. Doing something similar with that, we will just bring in, let's see, we got our junkyard images here. If we go into, I think it was the lounge that we want to use. I guess I want to load one of these images. Let me load this one. This one should have the latest stuff in it. I can't really tell what's going on. Let's just load up Krita for a second. I may need to export a frame to work, a background to work with. But yeah, we want to have the animation of like actually grabbing the stuff. Okay. Nice rug. I look at this scene and then I look at all the effort I put into the other scene. I'm like, I overdid the other scene, didn't I? I overdid the junkyard background, obviously. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Maybe I didn't overdo it. It's probably fine. There's probably a little bit too much detail in some areas, like the cars, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I'm always second guessing myself as well. Well. Man, I forget how rough the high res versions are, but I have to keep reminding myself it's okay. It's okay to have them be rough. Like these very rough drawings, they're going to be like little pixels, and there's not a lot going on there, so it should be fine. Looking at this, if I just pull up the other background, like background 2 here, and open that, it looks like it's just that without the red marker over it, and plus the pixel art's cleaned up for some of these elements. So this is probably what I'll use. I'll dump this into Aseprite. And that will be the beginning of this scene. We're going to have our guy stand here and like grab that. You can barely tell that says Simon and Sierra, but I think you can kind of just tell, which is good. Scale the problems away. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't really tell how rough the line work was. Like, it was very sketchy line work that I did on this sofa chair thing, for example. But, like, in this scene, it looks kind of fine. Plus, there will be a character sitting here doing their thing. So, like, it will, like, having a character here will distract from any other like, elements in the scene. So, it should be fine. The thing I want to look at, though, before I dive in and do this, is what scale will our character be when they're standing here trying to reach up here, right? Because right now I know the character's going to be tall enough that it should be able to reach. So we're probably going to have scaled down when you go past a certain line. So we'll have like character be full-sized here, but when you cross over some line, probably maybe about here or so, and we'll drop the height of the character like 75% or something like that. So instead of being this tall, they'll be like this tall. Something like that. I know there's just a bunch of scribble on the screen, but in my mind, I think I'm getting what I want to look at. So we'll bring in a reference frame of Sierra. let's try that. That's what's the resolution of this? Yeah, that's right, 80 pixels tall. Oops. How come I can't drop into the scene? I don't know. Whatever. Control C, Control V. Oh, it's a color palette issue. Let's do sprite color mode RGB. There we go. So yeah, here it's fine. Back there it's obviously not fine, right? So we want to be like 75%. So that would be what, like 60 pixels tall from 80? Something like that. 60. It's just squishing. It doesn't maintain aspect ratio. I guess there's something in here that says maintain aspect ratio, I'm sure, but I don't. Symmetry options? That's not it. Control Z. Control V. Drag here. Hold down, what is it? Shift probably for... Yeah, shift. And we want it to be 60 pixels tall. There you go. So it'll look something like that. Now, in theory, like a character this tall could probably reach this shelf. But that's fine. Like, the T-Rex grabber will give us just that little bit of extra reach, so we know we can definitely reach it. Oh, I'm not on the right scene? I'm so sorry. That's my problem for being... There we go. Yeah, that's the other thing I need to fix for this, is like when I open a certain app, it should just auto switch. That would be pretty nice. I like the idea of only Y-scale changing when you go into the distance. Yeah, so I learned this trick from the amazing Discworld 1. Not only do you move them into the background, but you also tint them darker. So I don't know if I can, like, can I make this into a layer? There we go. Hello? Yeah, no. Okay, whatever. All right. New layer. Control V. Hold down Shift. No, scale and then hold down Shift. Until we get to 60 pixels tall exactly. Which is difficult for some reason. There we go. All right. So yeah, we've done that, and then we just go, what, like, modify color range. I don't know how to do color tinting in this tool. This tool is like annoyingly good and bad. Anyway, it's something I can do in AGS very easily. So I'll have the character scale to 75% height, and then I'll apply a tint level, like, so that they're a little darker. And then it'll just look like they've sort of... It helps with the transition. So when they change brightness and scale at the same time, it sort of like hides the transition a little bit, which is really good. A really good lesson that I learned from watching how it does it in Discworld. The other thing that Discworld does is it uses specific scales. So it doesn't say like scale from 100% to 75% smoothly, because that looks really bad. It just says, look, 75%, man, just drop in right there, and then we'll do whatever else we need to do, right? It looks so much better. Like, it's a very nice trick that they did. I like it a lot. So anyway, that's where our character's going to stand roughly. So I have that in mind. With that in mind as well, The T-Rex grabber animation is not going to be as crisp and clear as it should be because the character is going to be scaled. Just something else to keep in mind, I guess. Hadn't thought of that until just now. I guess we just live with it? Yeah, I guess we just live with that. I don't know, man. I don't know anything anymore. First of all, let's just do file save as. And this is going to be in characters, Sierra, and this is going to be custom. I'll start all the custom ones with backgrounds like this. Custom T-Rex grabbing. No. Oh god, I hate it when that happens. Why don't you just automatically convert to Aseprite for me, Aseprite? I have to do all that again. You know, it's annoying to have to do the thing that you just did twice, and then even if I leave it off the PNG, I still have to type .Aseprite. Custom T-Rex grabbing. It's still trying to save as PNG even though I typed .Aseprite. I swear I typed it. Did I type it wrong? Anybody notice if I typed that wrong? Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Sorry I'm complaining. Aseprite. There we go. I have anonymous followers on the channel too, so feel free to jump in the chat and say hello. Or if you want to lurk away, that's also cool. I don't mind. I love having you here either way. Custom. 5th time's the charm. T-Rex grabbing. All right, we done it. Chimikiso, hello, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, new follower as well. Hello, greetings. Grizzleby, g'day, good to see you there too. I have anonymous followers on the channel, so feel free to jump in and chat and say hello if you want to. Join the community. There's actually a lot of great people in the chat, developers and other people we can get to know. Yeah, very good community here. Hey Jazz, good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. All right, so then we have so this is the original grab animation, which is like just a straightforward, like, yep, just reach out your arm and grab something. It's pretty straightforward, that one. We also have, let's see if I open recent Sierra animations Aseprite. We just added these frames for these two grabbing animations, and they're just generic, like I can grab anything with the T-Rex grabber for fun. But the point of the T-Rex grabber is to grab something off of the shelf that's too high to reach. So we're gonna have to do another version of this where he's reaching up. But I think we can just like basically just move the hand up and then just connect the arm to it, and that'll kind of just work. That's my plan. I think I decided I wanted to use the one on the left because the one on the left has one extra frame for actually biting. You can see on the 4th frame, whichever one it is. I think it's the 4th. On the 4th frame, I think it is. You can see the chomp actually happens too. So let me just stop and we can look at it. So yeah, there's the 4th frame here. And then going into the 5th frame, it's chomping down. So like between the 4th and the 5th. We get this chomp, and then, you know, we put it away. So the chomp is like the actually grabbing the item thing, and this animation, when we include it in the game, is just there for fun. You only ever have to use a T-Rex grabber to grab one thing, which is the thing that's going to be on top of the shelf in the room that we were just looking at, this room. So you just have to do the animation of him reaching up for it. What I might do is move where the shelf is so that he's in the foreground, and then I don't have to worry about the scale thing. we'll deal with that later, but for now we'll just draw it to scale, I guess, somehow, knowing where the shelf height is and where he roughly will be standing. Let's see. I want to do that, and then this. So he'll probably be standing about here. So where we're going to grab is right about here. So if I just let me just draw a little box, something like this. This is roughly where we want to aim for, right? Like that's where the T-Rex grab is going to hit, because that's where the tape is going to be sitting. In fact, I might move that down just a little bit. I mean, where's my marquee tool? 1 pixel down. So that's about where we're going to have the thing sit. He can't reach it. It's out of reach. He'll say, I can't reach it. Even though, yeah, probably, like, you know, there's probably a way you could get it, whatever. That's the puzzle. So he can't reach it. Let me just try this. There we go. Somewhere about there. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's move him a little closer. In fact, like here, maybe. All right. Take this. Control C, and we're gonna make a new thing. Can I Control Shift V for a new? No, that doesn't work. Edit, paste, special, new sprite. There we go. And then we want to just scale this up by 20 pixels, right? Right? Wrong. No, that's not right. I want to scale this up. Let's see. If I just take one of these frames, and then new layer, paste it in, put his feet down here, something like that. We just want to scale this up till he's about the same height. I'm guessing about there is about right. Yeah, okay. Somewhere about there. So anyway, now we know where our target's going to be. That's all. We don't really care about that. Our target's going to be roughly here. Oh, we want to make it on layer 2 though. Okay. Let me get rid of layer 1. I can read the chat for a second. Make sure I haven't missed anything. I don't know if I've ever seen a point and click do that. You click, it says, I could reach it, but that'd be far too easy. Oh, I mean, maybe we could do a joke like that. I think I did that joke in the last game where I was like, I almost certainly could do that with this, but I don't want to. Or something like that. I can't remember the exact line. It was something like that. I almost certainly could blah 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 with this, but I won't. Which I was like in two minds of leaving that in there or not, but I thought it's hopefully people see the funny side and not get annoyed. It also kind of serves as a hint a little bit depending on the context, because like if you say like I could do X with Y, then you know at least you need to do X. Right? Like, at least then you know, I could, it's X. Oh, I think it was picking the lock on the hatch. I almost certainly could open the hatch with this screwdriver, but I won't. It was something like that. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's in this game called Day of the Hamster, which is the last one I put out, and the hamster hatch that I'm talking about is right here. If you use any item on that that's not the correct item, which is a key, and the key is inside, well, I won't spoil it, but the key is somewhere specific that you can definitely get with a little bit of puzzle solving. If you try and use any of the other items, Lucas will say, I almost certainly could open the hatch with that, but I won't, or something along those lines. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. Anyway. This is a fun game. If you haven't played any of my games yet, this is one I would suggest you start with. It's very fun. A point and click about really flashy, bombastic character. Every puzzle is easy, but the hard part is doing it with style to get the character to do it. I feel like I might have played something like that before. That's a really good joke, because like oh, I can't simply walk out the front door. I have to do something amazing. I feel like, yeah, I can't think of if I really have played that, but it feels very much like Strong Bad would be like that. Like, we can't just walk out the door, we have to jump out the window or something like that, you know. Anyway, back to our sprite. We have our character. We have our basic animation frames that we can steal from, which I think I was grab 2 was the one I wanted to go with in the end. So if I just take Control C this, does this work? Probably doesn't work. Why would this ever work? Proved me wrong. It worked. Okay, we have grab 2 dropped in now. Yep, that's working great. Okay. So first thing I want to do is just do that and then Shift H that. And let's see if that worked. Okay, that worked. Good. Love it when things work. This tool is so bad, but when it works, it's great. Let's see. Can we also do this? Whoop. Like that. Okay, we can. It appears as though we can. Cool, cool, cool. Get rid of that. Although we want the target, so maybe I move the target to layer 3. Let me just press M for marquee. Control X. Control V. And then we can hide that layer. Now we have our target. Okay, the target. Can I just make that happen? No. There's probably a smart way to do this. I don't know what it is. Okay. So now we just need him to reach here instead of where he is reaching. Let's do it. That's something Strong Bad would do. Yeah, I reckon it is. Okay, so 2 frames of nothing, and then we jump right into this. So we use the lasso tool. How do you say lasso? As a kid, I always said lasso, but I've heard like not Native Americans. I've heard Americans who speak natively the American language, and they say it differently than lasso. You know what I probably should do is I probably should grab this frame and use this frame. I just realized. So let's do that. So just trying to basically just select where the hand is and the prop. And then I just want to move that into position. Oh, what? I've got the wrong layer selected, I guess. So we're going to do that. This basically should appear here. So we need Sierra's hand to go here. Okay, let's turn on this. Not this. Let's turn on that. The hand should be basically in the same spot, as far as I can tell. One, two. So that's where we want it to be. Oh, hello, wrong layer. Maybe we can do that. Just a little bit of extra to it. Now the hand is obviously like a poorly positioned hand, but we can work on that. All right, and then Blanc, and then this guy to deal with this one. I keep somehow selecting the wrong layer. All right, let me just make sure I got the right layer selected. Probably something like that's good. I wonder if this will play well. I probably need to do some streak lines, circular streaky lines to show that it's coming back to the pocket. But let's just see how that plays out with obviously ignoring the arm position because it's not, we haven't animated the arm at all. But let's turn off that. I feel like that'll work. Let's try it out. Let's try moving the arm into position. Try this. Obviously his hand's in an awkward pose, but we can work with that, you know. We'll see. Let's bring a little shoulder in. His hand's in a very awkward position. That's okay. It's a start. Probably want to have the collar of his shirt come up a little bit too. In sympathy with the movement of the arm. Why is the eraser like weird? That's better. Oops. I'd almost buy that hand position even. We might be able to get away with it. It should be a fairly quick feeling animation, and you only really see it in the one place anyway, so maybe we can get away with this. Let's try and get away with this. Okay. Let's turn on the onion skin again. Alright. I think we just erase this arm. Might as well erase the one on the next frame too. Always forget the shortcut for that is W. I mean, that kind of works, right? Could be a little bit smoother on the arc, I think. That's the main complaint I have about this. You could do that? Okay. Oh, sneezy. There we go. I could add one more frame if we didn't want to swipe down and back into the pocket to be so quick. But honestly, like, it's a one-time thing. I could just call this done. I'm gonna call it done. I'm moving on. Obviously we need to remove the target once we get it. Maybe I should put the actual sprite that's going to be there, but I won't be able to do that until I've finalized position for this. Because if I don't do it there, and I say I put a shelf like above the chores chart that I want you to be able to get it from, maybe that would work better, you know? Why is there a little bug flying around in here? Get out of here. What? I guess I could put him here, like here, and we could have a shelf that's just like here. We could draw a shelf in. Let's hide layer 1 here, the reference layer there. So we could do that. That's one option. The other option is moving back there, and we do a... Is there a way to like just do a scale? Layer, scale. I'm going to do Control A, select, modify, contract. No. Oh, transform. Hello? Is it? Okay, click that. This is like editing only this frame. I don't know how to just scale the layer. I suppose there's not a way to scale a whole layer. Ah! Manually make a selection of the whole canvas to be able to scale all the layers at the same time. Control T. Aseprite will make a selection based on the last layer added to the selection, whatever that means, so it won't work to manipulate all layers. You have to manually make a selection of the whole canvas to be able to scale all the layers at the same time. Scaling multiple frames simultaneously. I guess that answers my question. I don't know. I'll try it. No, that's only on the one layer. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna move the shelf. I'm gonna put a shelf somewhere else. I don't know. Like maybe I'll just use the animation and just assume it works. It should work, and then I can just scale it in engine. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. We're done. I'm checking it off. Speaking of in engine, why don't we load up? Yeah, AGS will do the scaling for me. I just wanted to visualize it. That's all. It should be a quick and easy thing to do, right? Visualize an animation scaled. It should be like the easiest thing to do. I don't understand Aseprite sometimes. It's like we have all these features that are great, but then we just also don't have any of the other obvious features that you want. I need to do custom animations in this room. Like grabbing that curtain down, grabbing that flag down. But I might just do the standard grab animation for them, honestly, and just have them disappear. They're big items, so I feel like they should probably be animated, but I need to cut myself some slack somewhere, so maybe we won't do that. You know, keep that simple. That's a German Shepherd, not a Doberman. It's like a very fun dog, honestly. This isn't exactly the kind of style that I want. For reference, I really like this shot here because this it looks so good. It's a great shot. Get the drawing tool set up. It's a nice day outside today. Well, nicer than yesterday. Yesterday it was raining a lot. Check the weather. Maybe I'll take a break in like an hour and go outside and enjoy the day a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's going to remain pretty clear. Maybe I'll do an hour or two here and then go spend some time outside. Pretty moist here right now. Flood warnings. Oh man, don't get flooded on. No, I don't want this. Let's see. What if I did, something like that. And then Why, hello. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Magpie, good to see you. This is Mike. Yes, I'm here. I'm here on the Fractal Mind dev channel hanging out. Welcome in. Good to see you. I have anonymous follows, but great to see you here. You'll be fine. You live on a hill. That's the one thing, good thing about England. Everything is on a hill. Just don't live in the bottom. Right. Okay, good job, Refraction. Nice. This Fractal Mind dev fellow looks an awful lot like Mike. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Good to see you, Grognak. Thank you for the follow there as well. Like I said, anonymous follows on the channel, so feel free to lurk if you want to. Didn't realize there was a second account. I was the follower. Well, welcome for Magpie. Thank you. I do have a second account for doing game dev related tasks, basically. I used to do game dev on my main channel, but I found that there were certain, let's say, stressors on my mind about doing the game dev on that channel because it was affecting the viewer count and the averages, and I wanted to not impact my averages as much with the game dev. So I just decided to move over here, and that way I can also just like not worry about the streaming side of things as much and just focus on getting some work done, which is nice. Hey Carver, good to see you there. Should have followed a long time ago. Well, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So yeah, that's why anyway. Let's see, what else can I do in here? Let's see, what if I do like an old telephone sort of shape or something? Not sure if I should draw shapes in here or not. Maybe not. Just leave it abstract. Yeah, maybe abstractions are better than actual shapes. I don't know. I don't want it to take too much attention either. This is just for the cutscene with the dogs. Introduction of the dogs. So, you know. Let's see, what if we do... Can I open this and just grab, like, say, that color right there? And just... Oop. Let's push that over here, and just put in that sort of... I don't see the gap where it's getting through. Very annoying. There we go. Okay. So then I want to animate the dogs running out from behind here. Dog 1 on the left will then turn and bark at dog 2. Dog 2 sort of like does the I'm scared backing off thing. Much like in that picture that we were looking at over here. Let me just drag this over. This picture, which I think I added to my references a while ago. So we'll have that, and then they'll like run, I guess, I don't know, like fade to black or something will happen. Like they'll run toward the camera and fade to black. So I gotta draw dogs. I'm bad at drawing dogs. Oh man, mini donuts are addictive, so yummy. Curse you, Donut King. Oh wow. Having some Donut King donuts, are we? Hey, Gary, good to see you. You see a face in this image? Good. I'm glad that you see something in the image. That means something. I liked it. Bad at drawing everything. I only found this because your second account showed up in my recommended channels. Oh, nice. Did is my it should show me my other channel like as guest starring on this channel as well. Hopefully that's why it recommended me. See two faces. Hello. Hello. Good to see you. You see two faces, huh? I guess I can see some faces. Let's see if I can highlight where I think some faces might be. I think this could be a face in profile. You know, eye, mouth, nose. So I guess I could see a face there. The whole thing's a mouth? Hmm. I invited myself today. I should be currently guest starring. Yeah, I'm in. I mean, I'm definitely there. Above the nose, jutting part in the middle, and cheekbone or something. Yeah, okay. It just says guest starring on my end. That's what it should say. See the face in the profile you mentioned now? Oh, cool. Mod Action Q doesn't have one since yesterday. I don't understand then. Okay. Missed a call. I missed a call? It's probably nothing. Probably just spam. There's always just spam calls. Nobody ever actually calls anymore these days. You got 3 faces now? Nice. Anyway. Let's see. I might just do this. Whoa. Why did it scroll all the way down here? No need for that. Huh? Hello? Yeah, maybe there. I don't know. Okay, so draw a dog from memory without looking at any references. And then give me the results. Okay, dogs have noses. That's a thing. They have a snout. I mean, that's dog-like, but I don't think it's a very good dog. Hey, Micron B, good to see you. 2 weeks till Zoo, Commodore 64 party. Nice, enjoy it. All the big guns are blazing. Ooh, exciting. My problem is that what I see in memory doesn't translate to what I can put into drawing. Yeah. Need to practice. See, I can kind of visualize like what I want to see, but I don't know how to necessarily get to that point. All right, I have another question for Google. Night Sprites, hi, good to see you, Final Girl, good to see you too. Howdy, howdy. Hope everything has been going well. It's going great. I'm just having some trouble with the tools as usual. This tool sucks. I love and hate this tool. Which is good, because I used to just hate it. I used to just be like, every time I tried to use this tool, I get annoyed with the user interface and stop using it. So, you know, I guess I've made progress in my relationship with this tool. Wait, is there only allowed to be one background? Can I not group layers into like have them all be part of the background? Because this is what I want to see. I want to be able to see the onion skin layer between frames, but I want to have all of my scene in place. But then I lose my onion skin. Which is ass. You can only have one background. What a load of ass. Seriously. All right, now I can get on with it. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it'll do for now. All right. I'm just going to animate this dog from memory of how dogs move. I'm not going to look at any reference because I couldn't find any good references. So, like, I'm sure there's great references out there, but whatever. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares about anything these days. It's all just watch my TikTok. I don't know what's wrong with you. Just ignore me. I'm an idiot. I never want you to show that thing by double clicking, ever. Whatever that, this property thing, I never want it to show up when I double click. God damn it. Make the dog walk by tilting it back and forth. Oh, just like draw a nice dog and then just like... Yeah, I know what you mean. Like South Park walking. Oh, like what Night Sprite said. Does Alt B work? No, Alt B doesn't work. Even though I've set a layer to background, it still doesn't work. Alt B is useless. Like, what a useless... I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just having fun now. There's no more complaining from me. May need to use some different colors for limb separation so I can actually visualize what's going on here. Hmm. How does this feel? Okay. So I want the other dog on the 8th frame here to run into this dog. Sort of bump it. So I need to get the other dog in. The other dog will appear a little later. I kind of want to add another frame before all this. I don't know if I can insert before kind of thing. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so then when on the 9th frame now, when the other dog runs into this dog, so let's just duplicate this. Yep, something like that. Cool. A little subtle, but yeah. And then we have the other dog run into this dog, and that's in the following couple of frames. We'll have this dog like snap at that other dog, and the other dog will be looking scared. And then that's the intro for the dogs. What I also want is Doom-like music playing, like E1M1 style music. Doom E1M1 style music getting played for the intro for the dogs. Once I finish this animation sequence, I can probably hand this over to someone like Old School J and give them the cues that I want for audio and sound, and maybe they can help produce something. But anyway, I gotta get the animation done. Obviously, I'm being very rough right now. I haven't even really done a character design for the dogs, but I know like roughly the shape the dogs are going to be, so these keyframes will at least be good guides for what I'm trying to do. There's a lot going on. I'm going to have probably a few, maybe a handful more frames here. I think this impact frame might need a little bit more work. Yeah. Wait, what's happened here? I've made a mistake of some kind. Okay, no, I'm all good. I'm all good. Hmm. I don't feel natural there. I don't know. Feel like I might need to get some more reference for this, but I don't know. Maybe this will work. So the other dog now. Or if I can just take the other frames and just use them. Let's try it. Oh, getting tired. I wanted to work on this animation for a while, so I'm glad I got a start on it with some really rough keyframes. But basically, one dog runs in, then the other dog starts running in right behind him, and this is like the point where one will run into the other. I'll obviously have to make these enlarge these frames for this dog because it's supposed to be a little closer already, I guess, to make this impact work. But then after this, it's like that dog needs to react by bouncing right back, running like away from the other dog and looking scared. And its eyes need to get bigger as it's running away. And then I want their names to come up. Maybe we'll do a freeze frame on like one of these frames here. We'll have their names come up above them. So they're like rip with like a hammer sound, like bang, rip, and then a bang with an and then a bang, tear, rip and tear. Something like that. Okay. But yeah, those frames are probably okay for a rough... Is there a color tinting tool in this freaking application? I couldn't figure it out before. It'd be nice if I could color tint the dog on this one to be a different color. I know there's like a replace color tool. I forget what it is, though. It's like, oh, there's adjustments here. Oh, replace color is Shift R. I would do Shift R, and I just go from... Wait, is it not a color picker? Hello? Okay. So I do Shift R from that to... I don't know. Make it like that. Okay. Oh man. That might work, I don't know. I may need to add some more frames to this animation, but I want to try and stick to like the, what is it, 5 frames per second or whatever it is that we already have. Which is like... What is the frame rate here, actually? Constant frame rate should be 200. For 5 frames per second, so... see what that looks like. Yeah, you know what? That might actually work. Okay. I've only been live for like 2.5 hours today, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should go take a break. We'll see. Let's just like take a look at the let's take a look at the document, actually. We'll see where we're at with the document. Let's see, rip and tear. Okay, we started the intro for them. Intro animation. Oops. Oops. Apparently I pressed caps lock at some point. Intro, cut, scene, top, down, stealth, walk, run, bark, sniff, eat, / play. I don't know what we're gonna need. Something like that. Probably go to bed early yourself there, Adrian. Yeah. Booster shot, sleepy boy. Oh, you got your booster today. That's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. Just hopefully you get some good rest and you feel recovered tomorrow. Could look at the Sierra climb animations. Or I could continue working on the animation that I'm working on right now and just have like the other dog's response frames to being barked at and its fear in its eyes and whatnot, whatever. Rough keyframes, whatever. There you go. Check. We had a good day actually, because we added the T-Rex grabbing animation for the shelf. Wherever the shelf will be, we'll make it work. And we started working on the intro cutscene for the dogs. I do need to spend some time actually drawing the dogs, like proper frames for the dogs at some point to introduce them. But I don't know, like, any thoughts on the animation so far? Like, it is very rough, so it's hard to visualize, I know, but I'm happy for some feedback if somebody has some suggestions or something like that on it. As far as like actual animation goes, there's like not a ton of motion for the limbs in play at the moment, but I think it kind of works. So like I'll be able to like ground them a little bit more once I have like an actual design to work from. And so there's like the jumping at the player with a big bite, and then well, at the camera, not the player, I guess, but jumping at the camera with a big bite and then biting again towards its friend. I think that should be pretty good. With a little bit of sound design work done on this, like growling and snapping sounds, it might actually work. I just need to do the frames for the second dog, I guess, and then yeah, I don't know, we're getting really close to actually, like, maybe I need to actually work on the the actual drawings. That's pretty close. I think it's just like, what is it, 2 or 3? I mean, it looks like there's 4 total frames here where I need to add the purple dog, and it's basically just reacting to that bite. So I'm guessing like this frame will be like running away. Like basically it'll be very quickly rebounding off of the dog that they just ran into in this frame. So rebound in this direction, and then probably on this frame we'll do a smear frame on the front of the dog's face there. And this frame will be like what's going on, and then this frame will be like the real like scared frame. We freeze on that, and we have rip and tear come up. I think that would work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let me just really roughly try and get those in. I think I'm going to try and have the head here. Something like that. So like this shoulder coming down to here. On the ground. And that leg sort of more forward. So he's kind of oblivious, like he doesn't realize at first that Rip is angry at him for bumping into him. He's just having fun. Just a bit of a dummy, this guy. And then I don't know how to handle this frame, honestly. Probably going off this way. We can also worry about the background and like trim the bottom of this stack, whatever this stack is. We can trim that off and have the dog come in. So yeah, he's just oblivious, looking off over on this direction. Something like that. He's just here for having some fun. That's all. Oh, I think I said I was going to have the head turn back on this one, didn't I? Maybe we can just smear the, smear that somehow. Excuse me, whatever. All right. Okay. Already better than seventh guest. Something like that. So then we just need to actually animate in like real dog image that we draw, and then we're ready. This is not bad for a rough. Game made you buy a CD-ROM drive. Game was bad. CD-ROM drive was future. Yeah. Seventh Guest was an interesting game for sure. What if we did this? What if add this freeze frame? If we add a frame here. And we just do edit, adjustments, brightness, contrast, and we pump the brightness up on everything. Nope, that's not everything. That's, even though I have every frame selected, it's only editing the one frame. Let's do it this way. Let's do Control A, Control Shift C, Control V. And then edit, adjustments, brightness, contrast, saturation, whatever. Pump the brightness up. Okay, edit, adjustments, hue, saturation. Let's drop the saturation down a little. Okay. We have like the freeze frame is now a photograph, like a Polaroid or something. And that gives a little bit of context to that freeze frame. All right. At some point, maybe not next time, but at some point we'll go through and actually put the dogs in here with like real frames and not just the scribbles. But those will be good guidelines for what we want to do here. How long is this animation? It's 28 frames, 200 milliseconds per frame. So what's that in seconds? Like, gosh, I should be able to do this really quickly. But for some reason I can't. I'm gonna use a calculator. 200 times 28 divided by 1000. That's about 5.5 seconds of animation. So I need about 5.5 seconds of music for this. I can obviously extend it a little bit with frames on either end as well, so we can have it like work. So about 5.5 seconds of animation. Once we get it all done with like the character designs and stuff, it'll be even better. There's a hair on... Oh, there's several hairs on my microphone. When I, like, the cat, man. The cat is shedding shockingly. Molting, what do we call it? So many cat hairs. I got cat hairs all on my clothes now too. They're all over the place. I think this is gonna work. I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna save it now. Characters, new folder, rip and tear. I call this one intro. That'll do it. So two dogs named Rip and Tear get introduced by running out, barking and biting at each other. You get the names, and then the I guess that's when you get the stealth cuts. The stealth section would need to begin after that, which I need to do. Well, I guess once I finish this, I probably focus on finishing this animation before I do the top-down animations for the dogs, because like this will give me the look of the characters a little bit better once I finish this up and clean this up. So yeah, that'll be a big help, I think. Also, I kind of would like to have like some slobber and stuff like that going on, like some drool and slobber from the dogs, but limited frame rate and limited frames. I should be able to get some in, but it might not be as nice looking as I'd like it to. All right, so that's good. Let's go back to document. So yeah, we got keyframes done for all of that. We're pretty much ready to go into final frames. So final frame. Whoops, that's not how you spell frames. This thing's in my way. It's making it annoying. Frames for, oh gosh, for intro, and then we can do the stealth stuff after that. So we made some good progress today, though. We got that. That was something that was like in my mind. This animation sequence was like one of those things those tasks that you think about and you're like, I don't really want to start it because I know it's going to be hard to do. I don't know exactly how I'm going to tackle it. But again, it's just a matter of like giving it a shot. And we have some keyframes. Yeah, they're very rough. They're very sketchy. But my confidence has gone from like here on getting this animation done to like, okay, I think I can do it. It's up here now. It's not like all the way up here. I don't think it's going to be perfect and like easy to do. But I've gone from like, oh, I don't even know if I want to start it because it's kind of intimidating to, okay, I'm over that hurdle. It's actually not too bad. We can manage it. I'll get there. So that's good. I don't know if we'll work on it tomorrow or like some other day, but it's a good place to be in now. So that's great. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me while I work on it. Yeah, looking back at the task list, though, we are making some good progress. Hey, Bloody Cactus, good to see you, dude. Thanks to the GG. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we want to do some more human stuff next time. We've done rat and dog animation. The human stuff we have done has been pretty fun, though, as well. I guess, like, we did get, flick back over here for a second. There it is. We got the T-Rex grabbing animation in, which is great. I don't know exactly where he's going to stand when he does this animation. And I'll probably go in and clean up that and like do add a little detail to the T-Rex grab, and not too much, just like it doesn't really have an outline or anything, it's just some blobs of colors, which is probably good enough. It's honestly like probably okay. I also probably need to make a decision on whether I'm going to do this style of lines or the other one. Where is it? Or this style. Oh, I guess they're similar styles now that I look at them. They're actually very similar. But yeah. I don't know. I really like the way this one worked out. This one's going to be great to see that in play. But the one that everyone will have to look at is the T-Rex one. Sorry, the custom one where we're reaching up high with it. But yeah, I kind of like it. I think it's good. That's really nice to have done. That was something that was another one that was just sort of like in the back of my mind of like, oh, I'm gonna have to do this like more complicated grabbing animation, and that's gonna be a problem. And it turns out it's not gonna be that much of a problem. Like, we did it. Yeah, the dog animation looking great. Very happy about that. Hey, Coburn, Suzanne likes, hey, good to see you both. I'm kind of wrapping up because I wanted to maybe go out. I might want to just try and go head off to do a little, like, a short little hike somewhere or something like that. I don't know. It's not a terrible day outside today. It's not raining. It's only 18 degrees. It's a little overcast, so it's kind of a nice day for it. And it's also about 2 o'clock, so if I'm going to do something, I probably want to do it soon. It's like 32 degrees up there. Man, I'm glad I'm not up there. That's too warm for me. I mean, honestly, if I could have days that are like no higher than 24 degrees all year round, I'd be pretty happy. But yeah, it's 5 in the morning hiking, you say? I mean, 5's not a bad time to start hiking. Depends how long you're going to go out for, but that could be a really good time to go for a hike. Especially if you're going to do, like, you know, several Ks. Mid-20s, your optimal temperature. Yeah, I'm kind of more like a 20 degrees is optimal, and plus or minus like 4 degrees is pretty much fine for me. I've gotten used to Victoria. But it's, I think summers have been, it feels like to me summers have been heating up quite a lot, but I don't know, maybe it's statistically not that significant, but I think it is. I think it is statistically significant. I don't really keep an eye on that stuff though. Yeah, good stuff, really good stuff. I'll show you, since you guys just got here, Suzanne and Coburn and Bloody Cactus, I'll show you what we did today. Press this button. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I want this button. There we go. So yeah, we got the T-Rex grabbing animation, which I think I showed you already, right? So that's reaching up high compared to this one, where it's just like the average grabbing animation. Oh, you know what? I just realized this is running at a higher frame rate. This needs to be 200 to match all the other animations. Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit more impact, correct. So originally I was intending it to be on this shelf in the background, but we're going to have to scale the character down for that. So I might just put another shelf somewhere in the foreground that the player can do this with. So we don't have to scale the animation, since it's a kind of a nicer animation. It'd be a shame to screw it up that way. But then we also did this intro animation for the two dogs, Rip and Tear, which almost fits on screen. Let me just try and make that fit. There we go. These are all rough sketches, of course, but I kind of like that. This is gonna be a good, fun intro animation for Rip and Tear. So it's gonna have like a thudding sort of sound when the names appear. Rip and Tear. It's gonna like doosh 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 sort of thing. And you'll have like the dog barking, growling sort of sound effects and stuff too. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. That's gonna come together very nicely. turning on the onion skin has made it look kind of artistic. Anyway, yeah. So that's going to be a thing. That's basically all I did today. Just a little bit more animation. A very small amount. I've only been online for like 3 hours, and I think I talked for a little while too, so it's good stuff. According to Bureau of Meteorology, 33.5 degrees, feeling like 35.3 with a thunderstorm possible. Oh, wow, yeah. The onion skin effect looks like overdraw or an old LCD refreshing. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, old LCDs being terrible at showing animations, or yeah, being bad for gaming and everything else that you want to use a computer for. But yeah, this is pleasing to see. I'm pleased. It's a good start. I want to finish this animation like right now. Part of me wants to just sit here and like draw the dogs properly and get the layers all working properly and finish it and have it be done, so we can move on to the next thing in the game next time. But the other part of me also just wants to go outside and enjoy the day. So I might do that. Yeah, we'll keep it simple today. My productivity is going to probably dip if I don't do something else anyway, so it's like, you know, one way or another. Not going to be the greatest of productivity days. Next time we'll probably... I'm thinking next time, let's put a little star on the document. Let's get the document open. Again, let's see here. We got our little star. If I just take that and put it where we want to put it. We want to put it... Oh, did you guys probably didn't see the rat animations either. I'll show you those in a minute before we do something. I think I want to do this next time. I want to get into the engine again. I want to load up the engine, start working on some interesting stuff, you know, that kind of thing. So if we put a little star on that, that'll remind us like that's what we want to do next time. Yeah, I think it's time. We got to start implementing a lot of this stuff in game and like get more of the game implemented. At some point we want to do icon art as well, so like maybe when I'm feeling a little bit rougher I can do that. Done. Can't catch a dev stream to save my life. Sorry, Draforan. Sorry about that. Probably Monday night will be a good one for you. If it's yeah, maybe Monday night will be better for you, because I'll be on later in the day for me. So, you know, probably like, what is it? It's 2 now. Probably I get on at like 7:30, 8 o'clock is realistic for Monday night. So what's that, like 5 hours from now? Something like that. But yeah, before we run away, I will show the rat animations again, which I'm really pleased with how the rat animations all worked out. Honestly, they're quite fun. So we have our rat scene here. And the first thing that you'll see when you come into this scene is this rat will just be over here sniffing the air and eating and dunking his head into the bag and getting some more food. Which is like, this is like probably my favorite animation so far in the game, is like this one specifically. I like the hiss one too. So if you try and get some dog treats that you're going to need, if you try and grab some dog treats, the rat will just look at you and hiss like this. Which I think is great. And then it'll go back to nomming its food. However, if you attract a cat along to this scene, when the cat joins the scene, this will happen. Rat will run away. And then if you try to get food, or after a certain amount of time, the rat will come back. So there's a comeback animation too. Pokes his head out, sniffs, runs up onto the bag again. And then it'll just resume his nomming. So that's how that will work. Yeah. So I'm very pleased with that. You like the eye bulge? Yeah, it's good expression. Some good animation. Thank you, Draforward. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can make the dogs look great. I really wanted the dog scene, the dog intro scene, to be like really impactful and well illustrated. So hopefully I can manage that. Hopefully I can manage that. Right now it's obviously very rough with them running into the scene like this, but in my mind there was more going on. But I think this will work pretty well for a really quick one, and then we can just have a really quick like heavy metal track that's like Doom E1M1 like, which is the goal for the music here. So I can like I can pause on the frame where there's no dogs on scene if we want to do a little bit of a build up for the dogs, and we can have maybe some sounds in the background of like rumbling and dog growling or something like that, and before they actually come out onto the scene and do their little intro clip. But yeah, this is going to be a good one, I think. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and the inspiration for that pose at the end there is actually this right here, which I have that in my source document. I think it's this document, or wait, what's this? Oh, that's not it. That's different. That's a different one. I had a document somewhere with this in it. I don't know where that document's gone. It's like our research inspiration document. Oh, you know what? It's a Krita file. That's why I couldn't find it. Here it is. Yeah, I had that image there, and I had these Dobermans. So yeah, I'll be using these references for our Dobermans that are in the game there, that like those images. So you can see, like, I should be able to like use this as like one of those frames, like as a source. What do you call it? A reference source. Let's see. I gotta do that. Oh, okay. So here we go. So yeah, this part here, or maybe maybe this part, we can use that as a reference for the dog. But yeah, this part here is definitely the inspiration for that, like the freeze frame where we have the dog like barking at the other dog, and the other dog's like sort of like scared looking. It's just so funny. I really want to like capture that sort of moment with these two. Don't forget hike. Yeah, no, we're gonna go now, pretty much. I think everything's saved, so I can just close this and also unplug the screen. And what else have we got in here? Oh, there's my Rip and Tear Doberman. Oh, I forgot I was going to do a chunky chain. I'll have to do a chunky chain with their dog tags on them. That's a good one. So I was going to use this guy as the inspiration for the guard. I think that will still work. I haven't worked out my llama look, but I got a couple of like one of these looks should work. It's kind of good. The cat, we gotta work on the cat inspiration. I don't know. I wanted to have something that was reminiscent of these two characters. I don't know if this sketch is going to capture that or not. I think I might have done some pixel art for this already at some point, so we can resume that some other time. No big deal. I can just close this. I haven't made any changes. Document view. Did I accidentally move this whole window at some point? I guess I did. It's supposed to be there. All right. Anyway. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Don't know when we're going to finish the game. Don't care really anymore. As long it'll get done when it gets done, and I'm excited about that. All right. That's it from me. I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to raid anybody today. I don't feel like I have to pass on a raid that we got or anything like that. So hopefully I see you again later tonight when we're on the gaming channel. I should be on tonight. Unless something else goes on. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I got stuff to do as well, so I might. We'll see. I should be on. I should be on. I know I said I was going to be on last night, and then I wasn't. So I'm just cautious of saying that I'm going to be on again, and just in case something comes up. But I should be on tonight. I haven't got any reason not to be on tonight. Just rest and relaxation. Last night before when I would normally be streaming, I was actually asleep. I sort of like was dozing. I don't know why. I think I was just tired from a long day. Something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I decided not to stream when I woke up. I was like, if I just woke up, I'll sleep. I'll just relax instead of streaming. But yeah, hey DC, you take care too, mate. I'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good one. Goodbye. Put the marker down. Press the ending button. And then put on the ending track, which is this one. And I say goodnight. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.